Hi, it's Inga Bielinska, an executive coach, and you are watching Question of the Day series. Today, I had the pleasure to have here my colleague from Forbes Coaches Council, Susan Ibitz. Hi, Susan, how are you?
Hi, how you doing, Inga? Thank you for having me.
I'm fine, and I'm really, really grateful that you agreed to be here because you've got a very interesting profession apart from being a coach. You are human behavior hacker. Could you say a few words what that really means?
Well, I would say some people hack computers. I hack humans. I have a lot of fun going to the L train and watching people always remember wearing sunglasses. I got in a lot of trouble with that. But I initiated my career as a profiler. What I do is micro expressions, body language, statement analysis, forensic analysis. There is a different, maybe in another time we can talk about it. I do face reading of physiognomy, who has been there for 5,000 years. And now I do personality tests. I'm being about to get certified in Myers-Briggs and another 2 tests too. And I start my certification in MPA, who is movement pattern analysis, who is how your body moves help you to make decisions. I don't need to be hearing what you say. It's how your body make decisions. Like when people do this, is assertive. Like I do this all the time and people think I'm mad. Like, no, I'm assertive. I'm not mad with you. I'm like passionate about what you do. Besides being half Jewish and half Italian, so I think has a lot to do. That we share the European background with you, Inga. That is awesome.
Yeah. Okay. So I hope that everybody understands what human behavior hacker does. That's an amazing profession. But of course, Susan, you are here to share a valuable question with the viewers. So what is the question of the day?
The question of the day is, what is soft skills and why is so important today, and why you need to apply it at work and life too? Because I don't think it's too much division how you can improve communication and understanding yourself and others.
Okay. So tell me something about the soft skills.
Well, I like to start with the story of the question. So do you know how much money a person who knows soft skills can do a year?
No a clue.
Well, a regular person, we talk in some profession have higher numbers, is between $29,000 and $35,000 more a year. So in a pattern career who can be 30 years, we're talking about around $1.5 million. That's enough money to retire. So, okay, now I got your attention. You know how much money you can do. That what is soft skills? Soft skills basically is called personal skills, interpersonal skills, communication skills. That's the basic. How you communicate with others, how you work with others, but basically how you start understanding yourself. I'm going to give you an example. Hard skills, who are the one who has been learning for so many years, are having an MBA, having your master, knowing languages, go to college, completing your education. Those skills get you to a job interview, get you to the job. But in order to pass the job interview, to get to be a manager, to escalate, to work better with customers, you need to understand what you're doing and what other people is doing. So one of the skills is communication. And how you communicate with words, the things that I say. If I say all the thing I think to I believe is different. I think is a thought. I believe is a strong correlation between what you think and what you're doing. So if, for example, a manager comes to you and says, okay, Inga, remember the customer that we have the presentation on Thursday at 5 p.m. He have a personal problem and this person cannot see us until a week after, or we can move the meeting on Wednesday. So we need to move the meeting for Wednesday, 2 p.m. And you do this like, okay, I think your manager is going to be looking for another person to replace you or another person to do the meeting. So what happened there is the boss was clear and what are the priorities and what is need to be done. You wasn't open and clear. Maybe you think like, oh, actually it's better, but you get pissed off because the meeting got changed. Another thing that is comprehended soft skills is most of the people who does internship when they leave college, they're so willing to learn. But one of the things they lack is asking questions. Managers think the people who is in an internship or in a job position who does questions are more intelligent and willing to learn a new skill than people that don't ask questions. There are studies proven that people who have done internships and they didn't ask any question, even they have the perfect hard skills to do the job, they don't get the job. So when they get the review, it's like, well, you never ask any question, you never interact with other people, so nobody knows you, nobody remember you. So when we ask about you, everybody says like, yeah, shy, polite, but we don't know anything about that person. Another thing is how you work with others. If you are more worried about pointing fingers, they says if you spend most of your time complaining about what other people doesn't do or they do, they're going to think that you only seeing in others what you have. Because they, in life, I says, we have a life mirror reflection. We tend to see in others what we lack or what we have. I tend to see other women who have short hair because I used to have I used to shave my head, like literally shaving my head, a little hair. And when I was told, then I come up to aggressive in meetings, like I always wear in black, I have tattoos, I collect skulls, so most of my jewelry have skulls. I come up to aggressive. One of the managers says, well, can you start wearing pink? Like, no, it's not going to happen. So I started looking like, okay, I'm going to let my hair grow and start paying attention to other women who have short hair. So that's what we do. So we pointing in others, or people have the perception that we point in others what we lack too. So instead to spend time complaining about others, spend time to try to help others, become the natural manager, being the self-appointed helper. That when you're self-appointed helper, no says, oh, I'm going to do it and not complete the task. Inform others about when you're going to take vacation. Inform others when a problem is happening. One of the things, and at least as soft skills, and I appreciate it, we're a huge team. We are almost 19 now. It's like crazy. I don't know how it becomes so many people. And says, when you have a problem, the first things I need to tell me is when the problem arrived. Why? Because when you're so involved on the problem, you lack the vision to see the options. So talk to me, let's jump on a video, let me see you. And sometimes when they come to me, like, hi, how you doing? Like, okay, I know you're nervous, you're stressed out, we can fix it. Tell me what's going on. Okay, tell me what do you think can be 3 or 5 options that we can address this situation. And at the end of the meeting, the only thing who happen is the other person become with the solution, just need a sounding board to feel that that solution came from them. So that's part of soft skills. And knowing your mannerism. I wear glasses, and I always put the same example. If I'm wearing glasses and I'm meeting with you and I don't have my glasses, I tend to do this. So even though you don't know that my problem is that I'm wearing glasses, and what I'm doing is to try to pull my glasses, because we have encoded what a micro expression is, I'm gonna think, my brain is gonna think that you're disgusted with me. So if something is going on, if you're not in the mood and you have a bad day, sometimes it's better says, you know what, I'm not in the top of my game to do this meeting. Can we move it 2 hours? Go for a power walk and come back. That is part of soft skills. Be aware of yourself, so that way can you be aware of people in front of you.
Thank you, Susan. That was not only a great question, but very informative. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that you not only catch my attention at the beginning with your numbers, but as well the attention of viewers. I hope you will all find this question and Susan's explanation useful. Speak to you tomorrow. Thank you, Susan, again.
Thank you. Bye.